Hey, I'm Ryan Naylor and this is a viewer request tutorial on how to play What Do You Mean by Justin Bieber. It's good timing actually because I was listening to this thing on heavy rotation yesterday, so I was really pleased to have to learn this for the viewer that requested it. In this version, what I'll do is show you some open chords to get you through the progression. Then I'll show you some kind of smaller finger-picked chord shapes to get a little closer to the original recording. And then I thought I might show you how to do the little dee-doo-doo-doo-doo sort of flute part that comes a little later in the tune. Alright, if you do like the lesson and you're not already, please do subscribe and give me a thumbs up. Please, likes do really help me out. I've got a few videos on my channel, so go and check those out. What you're going to need for this tune though is a capo, depending on where you're from, fret number 1, and the chords we're going to use in this tune are a C sus2, a G5, E minor 7, a G5 with a D bass, and then the progression, we go back to the C sus2. Okay, so I'll play the progression first and then I'll go through the pointers, things to look out for. Okay, on screen, here it goes. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And again, it's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And stop. Okay, so going through the chords, we start with a C sus2, and what we're going to do, we're going to use the second finger on the 5th string, and we're going to roll it a little so it touches the 4th string, and the note on the string 4 is not ringing out, it's dead. So get a nice clean sound there. Okay, the technique is the same for the G5. You might be familiar with a rock G, but if we sorry, it is a rock G. This is a rock G or a G5, it's the same thing. So again, finger 2 leans onto the 5th string and mutes it out so you get a nice clean crisp chord there. Fingers 3 and 4 note have stayed where they are, they still stay there for the E minor 7, and they stay there again for the G5/D, so it's a G5, rock G, but with a D bass note, so you strum from string number 4, and then you end back on the C sus2. Okay, so C sus2 is a measure 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 beats, and then you change to the G5. Now look out for this measure because we've got a change on the upbeat of 2, which is the and of 2, which means that we're splitting our beat into 8th notes. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3, 4. We're strumming on the and, creating what we call a syncopation. Okay, so it's 1 and 2 and 3, 4, and then these are the chords fall squarely on the beat. 2, 3, 4. So it's 1, 2. No, it's not. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and that will get you through the tune. Next then, using the same chord shapes but getting in with our fingers and do some kind of smaller chord voicings, and we're going to start with the C5 again. If we bring up the tab, so for that C sus2, I use my thumb to pick the bass note, string 5. I've got my index finger on string 3 and my middle finger on string 2. Pluck them, thumb goes down, fingers go up, all together. Okay? Then for the G5, all you need for the G5 is the notes under the index and middle. So you pick those two, and then we're going to play in E minor. So finger 1 moves to string 4 at the 2nd fret, and index and middle are still where they were from the G5, but you add in the thumb on string 4. So you just pick 4, 3, 2, and then you pick those same strings, but you change chord, to the G5 with a D bass, so finger 3 has gone back to fret 3 on string 2, and then you return to the C sus2 where you began. So altogether that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Same rhythm as before, again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Did it wrong. One more time. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. So the thumb picks the bass notes with the exception of the G5 where you're just using the fingers. And again, that will get you through the song. So the last little part. To learn this, you want to be familiar with what we call a major pentatonic, a scale shape which looks like this. If we treat the capo as the nut, we'll call this a G major pentatonic. Descending. Okay, so the notes that we use the open E string, then open B, 3rd fret B, 2nd fret G, and open G. Okay. Now the tricky thing about this is the rhythm. It's quite a complicated rhythm, and quite probably the easiest way to think about it is what we call a polyrhythm. Now, a polyrhythm is when we have a set number of notes against a different number of beats. So this first part, we're actually picking 4 notes, but in the space of 3 beats. Okay, now to help demonstrate this, I'm going to bring out my metronome. That's the 4, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. Now what I want to do is split that beat. This is a simple thing you can do with a metronome into what we call the 16th note. So we then get 4 clicks per beat. 1, 2, 3, 4, like that, okay? And then each pick of those first 4 notes gets 3/16ths, okay? So if I try and clap that, it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Again, it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. All right. So you'll then try and put those pick notes to that rhythm. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's kind of tricky. You can break it down that way, or you can just go by your ears. Do what you feels best, all right? But that's the rhythm, and it's done again on the second half. But we've got kind of a pickup note on the end of beat 4 measure 2. We pick the G string again. So we've gone 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, then you pick A, fret 2 of the G string, open B, fret 3 of the B, down to fret 2 of the D string, and then back to the open G string. Okay? It's exactly the same rhythm as before, this polyrhythm, 4 notes against 3 beats. Okay? So let's put that all together. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. That's how you do it. Okay? Have a go. Okay. So I hope you found that useful. Do not forget to subscribe and give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. Check out my channel for lots more videos like this, and I will see you again very soon. Bye bye.